Pisces, we finally made it. Finally got here. I'm gonna do your proofread for the first half of February. Let's see what you get. See, these cards are so big and I like them, but I don't want to damage them by being too rough with them. Because they're like not as, I don't know. I love them, but like, they're just big. And I like to really like maneuver my cards and like force them around. I'm like, don't jumpers, what? That's not what I was doing. Get back in there. Yeah, that's what I like. Right, ideal. Pisces, 12. Certainly. Most certainly. Let's see what these 85 cards are, Pisces, shall we? 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands, Queen of Wands, all of them related to 3, all of them related to the 3rd ray of Cancer, all of them related to, you know, Gemini, all of them related to Saturn being the hierarchical ruler of the 3rd house. Okay, so we're dealing with endings here. We're dealing with relationships and the intimidations that they bring. You know what I mean? It's like realizing that a certain environment doesn't necessarily house the nurturing aspects that it once did, you know? And this 3 of Wands is saying like it's time to not think about the relationship, but think about your growth moving forward with this 3 of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is also just reiterating the 3 of Wands and talking about coming into a new sense of self, right? Self-reassurance, okay? You're vibing with yourself on a very high level, right? We're trying to build your confidence here and make you just feel like you are, you know, yourself again. Right? This 3 of Swords, relationship issues, relationship troubles, that type of stuff. You know, no longer identifying with an old, you know, personality, right? Or whatever. And then the 3 of Wands is identifying with something new, right? What's about to happen? You know, you've got your hopes for something new and you've got your eyes set on something, but you don't know what it is. You know, it's like, what is all of this work and all of this effort for? But you will see that in the future. You know what I mean? It's really about the journey, and it's really about how you are coming into yourself and how you are dealing with, you know, who you are on the inside and the outside, that type of thing. Having compassion for yourself, but, you know, let's do it. Mr. Nunos, you know, what are you being lazy about that you need to change? 9 of Cups, which is saying, like, don't be lazy. Go, get up and go for it. 5 of Cups is talking about the emotional complacency that comes from not being able to have something that you once identified with or you once thought that you owned, right? It's like taking ownership of something or the emotion, right? The 5 of Cups. It is, you know, disappointment, emotional disappointment, right? You're focused on that. Stop focusing on the disappointment. You know what I mean? You need to come up with a way of balancing yourself right now. Stop trying to bring balance to a situation or bring balance to something that is outside of you. Bring balance to what is inside of you. You know, that type of thing. What can you control? The Sir Nuno's card is here talking about, you know, what you might just spend time wasted on, thinking about, you know, and not doing anything about, right? There is no pity here, you know, lackadaisical, if that means anything. The 9 of Cups is like focusing on your goals again. You know, what made you happy, right? Look around you and see what it is that you have to appreciate. This 9 of Cups is talking about the experience that you have gone through and what you have seen and where you find yourself now, because the nines are also talking about in the moment that you find yourself now. If you looked around now, you would be satisfied, right? But you are thinking, you are connected to, you have a codependent nature towards certain things that, you know, if you don't have them around, or if you can't see them, or if it's not obvious that they belong to you, what does that mean, you know? If it's obvious that something no longer belongs to you, why are you still trying to make that thing yours? Why are you still trying to identify with that thing or with that feeling, right? You want to create a feeling over again, and it's not about having that same feeling over again. It's about having a new feeling. You haven't seen it before. You've got to be willing to accept that. Queen of Pentacles, Princess of Pentacles, Princess of Wands. Okay, so this Queen of Pentacles energy is like, you know, what you spend time doing that doesn't bring you the satisfaction in certain areas that you need it. Right? You have a hidden desire to be more adventurous, but you don't know what it is that you can do that isn't work, or that isn't something that is a responsibility of yours, or that isn't just consuming or consuming your time with, you know, things that are just kind of like piling things on. It's not necessarily changing anything. And this Princess of Pentacles is like, no, I want something fresh. I want to change that's fresh. I'm not just trying to like change up the look of something that's basically the same thing that I've already had. It's not satisfying me. I want to change up something and make it fresh, right? So make sure that you're doing things that make you feel a freshness about life again, you know? And don't make you feel like you're bored with your reality, right? And don't go after the things that are really just going to be temporary, you know, temporary, I don't know, snacks, if you will. The Princess of Wands is saying like, you know, do something different, change up what it is that you are doing, how you are doing it, you know? Be more playful about what it is that you're doing. Working out, playing games, putting some fun games on your phone that are actually, you know, worthwhile. Doing what you can. Yeah, you're limited with what you can do, but you can do some stuff, you know, especially with the Princess of Wands. It's like, yes, I may not be able to fly first class, but I can definitely take that, you know, that coach, or I may not be able to fly now, but I'll take the train, or something like that. You know what I mean? You're not limited. You just have to just stay inspired. Don't lose your inspiration. You know, that's what the Princess of Wands is telling me, because it's earth and it's fire. But it's like, yes, I'm grounded and I'm settled, right? And I'm restricted in some kind of way and I'm stable, but that doesn't stop me from having adventure, right? But I'm safe about the adventures that I'm having. You know, I'm not being reckless. The Princess of Wands, you know, it's you know, whoa, careful, right? It's not the Knight. Okay? And it's definitely not the King, but the Knight is really like, wow. And the Princess of Wands is not the Queen. But you got the Queen here. You know, so it's talking about how, and it's written, and the princess is crowning the queen, so they're connected to each other. So it's saying, like, do what it is that you do for fun that you know is fun for you. It's not about anybody else, right? Don't bring anybody else in the scenario in order for it to actually be something that is considered fun or a good time. What is it about what you are doing that is, you know, worth the experience, right? Not what somebody else is adding to it. What are you bringing to the experience for yourself that makes it worthwhile, right? What are you getting out of it? You know, you're definitely getting something. Whatever you do alone, you're getting something out of it for sure. It is talking about individuality, I know, and a lot of us have been alone. I have no problem with this type of stuff, with the individual, or with like the quarantine, or like the pandemic, like physical distancing and all of that, because I'm totally fine with it. I'm not sexually active. I haven't been for like quite some time. There might have been like one little thing that happened in 2020 that was really not supposed to even be anything anyway. Okay, and it wasn't none. Ciao. But it's been so long for me, and I don't feel the need to kind of like do it. I mean, sometimes, but like, I don't feel like anybody's like good enough yet. After all the stuff that I've been through, you know, with people and boyfriends and stuff. It's just how I feel. Anyway, Pisces, I'm gonna leave it there for you. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. It's Providence Tarot, and it's NYC Kendrick there. And if you'd like to get a personal reading with me, email providencetarotkendrick@gmail.com. Bye.